that after the main show, but you know, we're getting close.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the D-pad.
Yeah,
I'm Rick.
if you guys have been paying
This
attention,
is a little
we've been
too
wearing
loud
these
right
Capcom
now.
hoodies.
We just,
If you guys want one yourself, go to the Capcom Amazon store.
There we go.
So,
Hello,
with that,
hello,
see you
hello.
guys later.
There we go. It is, oh, did I really come in, like, right before, though? I'll just start it again. It's fine. Hello, everybody. There we go. Perfect. Welcome to the D-pad. I'm Rick, and today we're going to be checking out the Capcom Showcase, which is going to be getting started in about 10 minutes, a little under 10 minutes. I'm excited as someone who shamelessly tunes in for these almost exclusively out of a vain hope that Mega Man will receive more than one full-scale game over the course of the entire 2010s and 2020s. But hey, who can say? No, so I was actually thinking about this before hopping on. I was like, all right, I should try to keep in mind and think about and be conscious of like what Capcom's actual like main IPs are, right? Obviously, Street Fighter is way out front right now. Resident Evil has been running strong for the past couple years at the very least. Monster Hunter has been kind of their reliable workhorse for like the past decade. And I'd say those three are probably like their big, huge ones right now. Yeah, bad box art Mega Man, of course, because they will have never learned their lesson about you kind of have to earn the self-effacing humor a little bit. Like you can't just dump on yourself while things are bad. You have to kind of step out of that a little bit before you can be like, haha, remember how terrible that was? Like, yeah, that was last week, man. Maybe do something else. But then you've got stuff like Mega Man, which is further down the ladder for sure, but to their credit, the last game / the only proper game they've put out in 13 years became their best-selling game. Oh, no, why is that freezing up? There we go. A little weird there. Yeah, Ace Attorney is obviously one that stands out as being kind of one of their. I don't want to call it an underdog one, right? Because they've had like regular releases kind of the whole time, really. Like even from the Game Boy Advance games in Japan, they put those out regularly. Then they got ported to the DS and were released worldwide. So those have been like, and then once like there have been like a couple year breaks here and there, but otherwise they've been, because then there were the Apollo Justice series. There's the Miles Edgeworth series with Ace Attorney Investigations. There was the Great Ace Attorney. There was Ace Attorney with Professor Layton, which maybe are those aren't the same thing. I don't think, right? Those are two separate things. I know that they had like the two spin-off ones. But yeah, I think Ace Attorney. The most recent thing they've done was they put out the Great Ace Attorney, which is what, 2 games in a collection like 2 years ago or a year ago. I forget when that was. So like that one's had a little bit. We know that there is at least one, if not 2, Mega Man games in development right now. Like not compilations, but actual games. There's been the Mega Man Tyson, info going around for a while, as well as. Actually, I meant to go and double check because we got the Battle Network Legacy Collection. And I believe that is not the game that was being discussed that looked like it had to do with Battle Network as like a mobile title. There was information coming out after Dive came out about there being a new Mega Man game, and the hints that Proto Dude gave out very visibly involved chips. But I believe he had stated that it was not a compilation title. But yeah, Battle Network Collection is also among the best that Mega Man has ever done. As it turns out, if you release new games, sometimes they can do well. So here's hoping on something there. There was Andrew Alfonso was just on here talking a minute ago, and he actually got his start in Star Force 1. Oh yeah, people can be. Oh no, Niantic is doing a Monster Hunter game. How many games do they have now? Because they had their original game. They have Pokemon Go. They have the Harry Potter one. They have this. I could swear they just put out another one recently too. They had It was another, I think it was another original IP, actually. I mean, this is pre-show. This is still a few minutes out from the actual main thing. Actually, I'm going to take a second here, and I'm just going to look up Capcom's IPs to see if I'm forgetting anything obvious here. Ah, yes, more cloud stuff for the Switch. See, I don't like that we're having these little blips here. That's not my favorite. I'm just gonna refresh that, and we'll hope that we're watching the Twitch stream because XSplit makes you be logged out for stuff, and if you go on YouTube, you have to be signed in to have your age verified and all that. Can you call Okami a franchise? Sorta. You could. There were 2 games, or were there 3? Because there was Okami and Okami Den, right? Dead Rising is Capcom. I forgot about that. Oh my God, Lost Planet.
I'm gonna get you home safe.
Hey, Resident Evil 4. Dead Rising, Dragon's Dogma, Asura's Wrath, Zack and Wiki. Oh my God.
Okay. It's game time.
Yeah, Okami Den. Ghost Trick. All right.
Ready to die,
Oh my God, yeah, their top 10 best-selling titles: Monster Hunter World, Monster Hunter Rise, Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 2, Monster Hunter World Iceborne, Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil 8, Street Fighter 5, Resident Evil 3. So literally, hey, that's Battle Network music. I recognize that immediately. Literally all 6. I mean, Resident Evil 4 has been out for such a short time that it would be unreasonable to expect them to be on this list so far of Capcom's all-time top 10. But every other Resident Evil game that they have released since Biohazard, since Resident Evil 7, is in their top 10, which is fucking crazy. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8 are all in their top 10. Street Fighter 6. I mean, Street Fighter 6 has just come out, right? Yeah, Street Fighter 5 sold 7.2 million copies. It includes Arcade Edition and Champion Edition. Yeah. Yeah, that is fucking wild, honestly. I haven't actually turned on the Battle Network Legacy Collection yet. I'm hoping we hear about Tyson. I would adore hearing about like a Mega Man 12 or fucking, fingers crossed, a Star Force 4, an X9. And literally all of the series except for Battle Network and Zero. They were smart enough to actually conclude their Game Boy Advance games, which, in my mind, I think the Game Boy Advance era of Mega Man is probably the highest quality overall. Like, I love Mega Man X. It's probably my favorite game of the entire franchise, but I'm not going to pretend that I like the X series as a whole better than, like, Battle Network and Zero. I think they tried to match whatever the expectations were of the next system each time, and it kind of meant that they had to start from scratch really frequently, as opposed to the classic games. They did 6 games in a row on the same engine, and they polish it up, and they hit or miss. Some of the early Mega Man games are a little bit rough, but Battle Network changed their like graphical engine on the overworld once, and they changed their battle mechanics, but otherwise Battle Network and Zero are functionally the same thing throughout in terms of like base mechanics and stuff, and it showed in terms of them getting like really good at making those 2 games. Yeah, X tried to end it with 5, and then Capcom went, nah. All right, here we go. But yes, anything other than a Zero or Battle Network Mega Man announcement would make me happy. Also, Dive is going to be closing down in Japan, unfortunately, and that probably means that it'll be closing worldwide sometime within the next, like, 16 months. But we'll see. What we got here? I assume we're going to get a lot of Street Fighter, a lot of Monster Hunter. Everything past that, question mark. I don't know how long this is supposed to be. Oh, I should turn this back up again now, too. Oh, that was a nice little modernization of their classic,
Welcome to the
of their
Capcom
classic jingle.
Showcase.
On the Genesis and especially the Super
Before we get
Nintendo,
started,
we used to love hearing that,
we'd
like...
to share that June 11th, 2023 marked Capcom's 40th anniversary.
Interesting.
A big
That's the
thanks
same
to
day
everyone
as
for playing our games.
Sonic's
It's thanks to our
32nd
amazing
anniversary in
fans
terms
that
of when
we
it was
can celebrate
first
such a
had Street Date.
milestone. We look forward to creating many more games in the years
All
to
right,
come.
Ace Attorney right up
We hope
in
that
the
you'll
opening
continue
crawl.
to
That's a good
enjoy it.
sign. No Mega Man, but
Now
that
it's time to
janky
show off our
fucking
latest titles at the Capcom
Ghosts and
Showcase.
Goblins one is in there, so that's slightly
Stay tuned
worrying.
until the end so you don't miss anything.
I try not to hate on that one too much,
take
but
a look at
like,
this
man,
video.
he looks so ragdoll in there. It's hard to look at. All right. Whoa. I mean, I still haven't watched the Xbox Showcase either, so. I was going to. I've been up and down really badly over the past week. Homeboy is tired. I love what you've done with your nails. It's so pretty. What is that? The blood of your enemies? I didn't know Capcom was making a Dynasty Warriors game. Oh, that's fun. Cherry Blossom Katana. The Sakura Blade. The Sakuratana. Ugh. Oh, that's fun. Gross. It's giving me Gauntlet vibes in a weird way. Who makes Gauntlet anyways? That's not Konami, is it? Is that Midway? I'm not really getting a good sense of what this game is. Path of the Goddess, and we got cutscene. Also, those cutscenes looked a little bit. Some of those looked a little PS2-y. I'll put it that way. Very Final Fantasy X.
Japanese aesthetics come to life through the power of RE Engine.
Oh, that's the RE engine? Oh boy.
Experience a unique blend of strategy and action in this epic tale. A beautiful yet unsettling world of mystery.
We should have called it Sword in Hand.
Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess.
Kunitsuga. All right.
Coming to Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Windows, PlayStation 5,
Out of curiosity,
and Steam.
is that logo going to get localized? Because that's going to be a tough one. I feel like in the States, people just know it as Path of the Goddess.
Mega Man X Dive Offline is coming to Steam, iOS, and Android.
Oh, this is an... Oh, X-Dive Offline. This is an awkward announcement. Hey, Mega Man X.
The d.va,
There's something
which
about them
holds
just being like,
collective memories of the Mega
offline.
Man
It's just
X
like,
series, is
it
under
hurts a
attack.
little.
Dive into cyberspace using hunter programs to recover data before it's too late.
This is the weirdest. This is so
Play
strange as an
Mega Man
advertisement.
X and other characters from the Mega Man franchise, including characters
Because this
that haven't
this
been
honestly
playable
feels
before.
like this feels like the first. This feels like them going like, "Hey, check out this brand new game."
Level up your favorite characters
So
and equipment
odd.
to create a powerful hunter. Power up your weapons and more to
Was that an
customize
airman
your
cannon?
character however you want. Mega Man X Dive Offline.
If it's offline, doesn't that mean we won?
Control and develop over 100 different characters. Play as a variety of characters, including new heroes created for Mega Man X Dive.
They all have a lowercase I.
Complete stages and use element metals to recover memory pieces.
Element
Then
metals
analyze
were
recovered
the
memories to unlock characters.
element metals were a thing from Command Mission, weren't they? Was that force metals or something?
There are more than 900 stages to play.
Jesus
Challenging
fucking
mechanics
Christ.
and enemies await on classic and new stages. You're bound to clash with familiar bosses from the past. Build the ultimate hunter and save the deep log from total destruction.
Oh man.
Mega Man X Dive.
I did say
Offline
anything Mega
launches
Man.
in 2023.
Oh boy. I mean, honestly, if they're gonna keep an
Now,
offline
here's
version
the
of the game, that's
Capcom
better than
Spotlight
them just
Corner.
totally shit canning it. Right? Like that is, you know, in the choice
new
between
era
the
of
game
fighting
ends
games is
or the
upon us.
game is offline, I'd rather have it just offline.
Street Fighter VI launched on June 2nd. It's already received an enthusiastic welcome from fighting game fans around the world.
An enthusiastic welcome.
Street Fighter VI includes World Tour, an expansive single-player story mode.
Should see if one of the
Fighting
hooks want to do
Ground,
this
the
as
core
a stream
fighting game
sometime. Damn.
experience made even more accessible. And Battle Hub, a social space where players from around the world can compete and hang
I
out.
love socializing with
These are the
Zangief.
game's 3 main modes. In addition, we're planning to release
Ed.
new fighters and content, so you can enjoy the game for a long time to come.
All right. Early summer vibes. That's an interesting.
Street Fighter VI is out now for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox
Oh, yeah.
Series X, Xbox Series S, and Steam. Don't miss it.
I feel like he's from the USSR originally, right? So he'd probably want more to commune with me.
We also have an announcement for Capcom Pro Tour 2023.
Is that
This
2023
year's
Capcom Cup
Pro Tour
Cross?
will feature Street Fighter VI, the newest entry in the series. Players from around the world will compete in regional matches and
Oh no! Don't do the thing. Come on back. You can do it. I believe in you. Come on. All right. Should I refresh? I'll refresh.
battle to be this year.
Oh, damn it! Right as I hit it.
23 will feature
Sure, why
3
not? There we
types
go.
of tournaments. Online premieres.
What was I about to
offline
say?
premieres,
I'm kind of
and
curious
World
at what point Street Fighter should at some point go the Smash Ultimate route, have a game that brings everybody back, but bring them back in their different like styles
Stay tuned
and
to see which player will
physical
crush the competition and take home
like
this year's
proportions. I want to
championship.
see like the big tanky
Next, we
chunko
have
Street
news
Fighter
about Street
5
Fighter
dudes
League
up
Pro
against
JP 2023.
their much slimmer selves from earlier and later
The world's
games.
top players form teams of
It does
4
actually have a
and
canon, it's
compete in
true.
official Capcom Team League
Most
matches.
fighting series do,
We
honestly.
have the largest number of teams ever.
9.
The opening match will be held on July 7th and
Woo!
will be streamed live on the Capcom Fighters JP channel on YouTube and Twitch.
Cool.
Don't forget about the Street Fighter League World Championship 2023.
How could I?
The US and European leagues will determine the teams that will go on to compete in the World Championship.
All right.
Get up close and personal with Resident Evil 4
yes.
on PlayStation 5.
Resident Evil 4
The
for
game's main story will be
oh, the
playable in
jitteriness
VR
of this
with PlayStation
certainly
VR
seems
2.
about right for what it was like to do
Thanks
the
the
previous
power of
Resident Evil 4
PlayStation
VR.
2, you'll be able to experience an even more immersive version
When are
of
they
the
going to
game.
give us Street Fighter 6 in VR?
Take aim as you fight to survive. RE4's cutting-edge knife action is a core part of the game, and the PlayStation
I'm curious
VR2
how,
Sense controller makes parrying
I'm curious
even
how
more
this
intuitive. Experience
like mechanically
extreme
works
survival
compared to
horror
the
firsthand.
Oculus
Resident Evil 4 VR is a
RE4
free DLC
VR.
exclusive to PlayStation VR 2.
Because so the Oculus version was a VR version of the original Resident Evil 4. This one was a VR version of the new Resident Evil 4.
Now on to the next game in today's lineup.
All right. Oh, Jesus Christ. This looks weirdly familiar, and I can't place it. Thanks, Twitter ads.
Up you go. Sorry, kiddo. Still got a ways to go.
Hit the ground. Hit the ground. It's going to say Verizon. Well, that's awkward. Okay. Oh, Pragmata, right. They showed that immediately before we got in there. Really loving how frequently we're getting games that announce their release thing way ahead of time and then go, oops, it's a year back. Oops, we don't know how far back. Oh shit. Like, just don't announce a release date
It's almost time for
until you have a pretty good
Here's the latest on
idea.
the game.
Drives me nuts.
Hello everyone, I'm
Love that
Takumi,
shirt.
the original creator of Ghost Trick. It's
Uh.
almost time for the game's release, and I can't wait for you to play it.
I've never played
But
Ghost
first,
Trick before.
Let's get started with this.
Love that hat too. Yeah. We're premiering an entire world today. Oh yeah. Oh no, he died. He fell off the two-dimensional plane. It's a bad idea for them to all be... Oh my god. Well, hey! Jesus Christ.
The demo for
Ghost Trick demo,
is
save the
available
fucking
now for
dog.
download. The story stars a lonely spirit named Cecil.
That is
In the
like
course
the
of solving
exact
his own
same
murder,
font.
he will meet and change the
That's
lives of
literally
all
the
sorts
same
of
font that
people in all
Pragmata
sorts
had
of
just 2
situations.
seconds ago.
Things may seem unrelated at first, but each person plays a vital role in Cecil's story.
Is
And together,
Capcom using like one
their
font
stories
pack
will
right
link
now?
him to one ultimate truth. So think of the demo as a doorway.
Oh god damn it.
guiding you into a great big mystery. It's been 30 years since we made the original game. And just like
I thought he said 30
I
for a
met
second. I'm
many
like,
new
damn, that looks
people,
pretty fucking good
and
for
there were
30 years
many
old.
miracles that occurred during its
It's a DS one, right? Yeah.
I have no doubt these experiences are what shaped Ghost Trick into the unforgettable game. To the team deliberately ported this game,
Doggy!
and all the fans have shown so much love towards it. I'm so grateful to all of you.
Hey, it's Ben.
I'm thrilled that through this rebirth, Ghost Trick will be available to so many more people around the world. Now, to wait for its release. And one more
Tomorrow.
thing. I practiced very, very hard for 2 weeks for this appearance.
You did great.
So, should we meet someday, it will make me very happy if it could speak in Japanese.
Sounds good, man. It's cool that Pixar is here to help us out. This sounds almost exactly like Ace Attorney music. I mean, I guess in some ways the premise of the game is like...
From the creator of the Ace
Yeah, I was
Attorney
about to say, the
series,
premise of the
Shin
game is
Takumi,
in the same
this
vein.
classic
Also,
mystery
this
game is
font
being reborn.
is the same one that's
One
used in
night,
Ocarina of
a
Time.
man named Cecil loses both his memory and his life.
Oh, I used to know the
Using
name of that.
powers of
Kiara,
death,
I think, is the name of that
he
font.
tries to solve the mystery of his own
May
death.
take place in the same
only
universe.
clue he has is a
Ooh.
red-headed detective.
Interesting.
A night of mystery begins.
Be fun if they
anew.
did a crossover.
A rookie detective, brimming with a sense of justice. She too is being targeted, and Cecil witnesses her death. Who was I? Why was I killed? Who killed me? And what does it mean that I was given these powers of the dead? Use the powers of the dead to possess and trick
my God.
items. The controls are easy. Connect Cecil's glowing blue soul to the core of objects to possess them. Possess the tire. Possess the bowl. Possess the star ornament.
Oh my god.
You can then trick the objects you possess. Trick the guitar to play it. What will happen when you trick the cart? Trick the door to open it. Possessing and tricking objects will let you access new areas.
This definitely looks like fucking
Cecil
wild.
Can go back 4 minutes before someone's death.
Well, that's convenient.
What happened before her murder? Those clues are hidden in the past. Follow past events in real time. The limit, however, is 4 minutes. Help people avoid near-death predicaments and change their fates.
So it's not that you're looking back for... Yeah, you're not looking back 4 minutes in the past. You're going 4 minutes in the past.
Changing their fates will change the story.
It's a shame he didn't realize he had that power for more than 4 minutes after he died.
And that story must be linked in some way to the mystery of Sissel's death.
That looked like Phoenix Wright for a
Ghost
second
Trick,
there.
Launching on June
There's somebody in a blue
30th,
suit.
2023.
It's coming
Demo
out very
version
soon.
Available now. Don't miss the pre-order bonuses. See the official website for details.
If you can manage to advance fast enough in the first 4 minutes, can you save his life?
Now on to the next game in today's lineup.
Buddy, you're a boy, make a big... Oh. Premiering Another World. Oh no, it did it again! Ah, fuck. Oh, here it comes. Okay. Hey! Speaking of Ace Attorney, are we getting an Apollo Justice collection?
Objection!
Sorry, an Apollo Justice objection. Ooh, that looks real sharp. I've only played the first of the Apollo Justice games. Because the second and third ones cross Phoenix back into it, right? Jesus Christ. Oh my god, okay. Oh, Edgeworth is here too. And Spirit of Justice. Oh, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice. Okay. Ooh, that's a rough looking... Yeah, in the first one, he's like basically a fucking... Because he's what? He's... I'm trying to remember the first one, he's been disgraced after a trial goes super, super south on him, right? Or is he charged with murder again? Because I know that was that in what the
In Ace Attorney, players serve as lawyers for the
I'm trying to
falsely
remember which
accused.
game has him
Battle for
being the
justice in the
defendant.
courtroom
It might have been
and
the
uncover
first one
truth.
there. But
Now, the fourth, fifth,
he was
and
accused
sixth
of like
mainline
murdering his
Ace Attorney
girlfriend or
games are
something. I'm
being
trying to
brought
remember. It's been a
together
long time.
to share the story of Apollo
Oh, that's right. He
Justice
presented
and his
false
allies in
evidence.
the dark age of the law.
Yep, yep.
On Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4,
Which is interesting because I
Xbox
remember
One,
that being a plot
Windows,
point in
and
one of
Steam.
the Phoenix Wright games
The
also,
colorful characters and
that there was
courtroom
another
drama of each
attorney
game have been relitigated
who
in
was
beautiful full HD.
who was
Available in 7
disbarred
languages,
after
Japanese, English,
fabricating evidence or
French,
something. Wasn't it? It wasn't Von Karma, was it?
Korean, and traditional and simplified Chinese.
I can't remember.
We've also added voice recordings for the new languages.
Oh, that's fun.
We're sure there's no objection to everything included in this collection.
They should have made the
Apollo
cover
Justice,
just the
Ace
3
Attorney
different Apollo
trilogy is
Justices since he's
currently
pointing in
development
different
for
directions each
release in
time.
Early 2024. Please look forward to more
Oh yeah,
information
Christoph.
about
Is he
this collection in the
Clavier's
future.
brother or something? There's so many fucking related and
Next,
connected
we have
characters.
some Capcom news
Oh,
to
that's
share.
right. Yeah. That was the big thing, was that he was able to like effortlessly falsify evidence and
This
get away
month
with it, and
marks
that was like the
Capcom's
big
40th
issue, was that
anniversary.
you were trying to
As part of the celebration,
deal with that.
we've opened a digital theme park called Capcom
Oh yeah,
Town.
Capcom Town. I was hearing about this.
Take a stroll through the museum to view original artwork and other
Here you can
materials
see all
from
the Mega
various
Man games
titles
we
on
don't make
display.
anymore.
You can even play a few of Capcom's beloved classics for free.
Ooh,
Head on over
some
to
wonderful
the
audio
castle to
quality
cast your
there.
vote in the Capcom elections.
Yeah, I think I recall that being a thing there too.
Participants will receive a special reward.
I mean, obviously
so
the
don't miss
Hadouken
out.
is like the definitive move from Street Fighter.
We can't wait for everyone to enjoy these attractions.
Whose face is that? What?
Along with the many other fun experiences we've
'Kay.
prepared at
Okay. Capcomid.
Capcom ID account is required to play Resident
Oh,
Evil
yeah.
Reverse.
Forgot about
Our
Reverse
new
being a
upcoming
thing that
title,
existed.
Exoprimal. and to use the online features of Street Fighter 6.
Now for the hottest new element of our big
You can also use
showcase,
this account with other
online
Capcom
registration.
services and campaigns, such as a survey about today's
So
Capcom
sweet.
Showcase. We'll release more titles and services compatible with Capcom ID soon. Register now for Capcom ID.
Thank you for the ads again, Twitch.
Now for the latest on Exoprimal ahead of next month's launch.
Hello, everyone. I'm Takudo Hidaoka, the director of Exoprimal.
Hi.
I'm excited to share the latest Exoprimal news with you all. But first, let's check out this video.
If you insist.
Hello?
Hi.
I heard activity on this frequency. Hello? My name is Garrett Siles.
Oh yeah, isn't this like a...
Basically, the IB's godfather. He was responsible for the entire Exosuit project.
You know, Anchor Division.
I do remember seeing trailers for this before.
Exosuits were developed right here.
I need exosuits. It's our only shot. We need access to the past.
Oh yeah, wasn't the first trailer... Didn't the first trailer end with a shot of like someone seeing themselves in the future?
The access codes to override Leviathan. You can shut it down. The whole thing.
Yep, a lot of aliens.
Heisel.
The fuel of the future.
All this time, Heisel is a side effect of time travel? Did they just juice it out of dead dinosaurs?
Those were two sentences they just chose to put back in back.
Lozol. Unrefined Lozol in the blood.
Oh god.
A Neosol. I mean, look at this.
Oh god. Too many sudden proper nouns. Hyzol, Lozol, Neosaur. Vomitsaurus Rex. Tyralphosaurus.
I promise you this. We'll find a way out of here. All Anchor project files have serial numbers. Look for anything starting with 181. That's the project code for Leviathan's core.
Okay, Doc.
Oh, gentlemen, I didn't get your names.
Golos, the Hammerheads.
Well done. You fought desperately and survived. The perfect exosuit development project.
This feels like they're just giving away the ending of the game.
Activating massacre module. Summoning Neo T-Rex.
Massacre module. It's got a very Mega Man Legends vibe there.
Good hunting, Ace.
Tyrannosaurus Rex. Nice, I like that. Huh.
Presenting my most exciting combat project, the Savage Gauntlet.
Okay. Pre-order bonuses for new IPs are the silliest fucking thing in the world to me. You get pre-order this game, you get these 3 things. Like, I don't know what these 3 fucking things are. That's a stupid thing to offer. Who cares? Like, for real, what? I don't know what any of these fucking things are. Because it's an IP that didn't fucking exist before. Why would... Oh, God.
That was a lot of new info.
Everything
Before
is
we
games
dive
as a
in,
service
I'd like
now.
to give
Everything's
a
got to
huge
be
thanks to all the
log
players
in
who
daily to get your
participated
bonus
in open
flumber
beta
jumpins.
tests back in March.
Get your battle pass if you
We
want
were
your 30
extremely
flumber
pleased
jumping
to have
armor
so many
set.
participants. Plus, you gave us a lot of invaluable feedback. We can't thank
Yeah,
you
no, that's a good
enough.
point. There's probably the mid-game boss that seems like the final boss, but actually the guy on the other side of the screen reveals that he made you kill that thing so that he could himself in the past exert control and take over and whatever. That's gonna be the thing. That's gonna be the big twist.
Let's start with the story. Ace, the game's protagonist, is transported to the year 2040 and forced to participate in a
Man, the distant
never-ending
past.
series of war games. The story unfolds as you play through Dino Survival.
I love how they
The
just had
game's
him
main
walk.
mode,
They just
gathering
had
intel
the
to update the analysis
one of
map
the
unravels
Hammerhead
the
guys
mysteries
just
surrounding
walk in on the
parallel
screen on the other
worlds
side.
and
The big
AI
reveal from the
entity
first
known
trailer.
as
They were just
Leviathan.
walking right past
At
that.
times, players will also engage in special boss battles. as
What
part of the
boss
main story.
battles? There are
Dino
boss battles in
survival
this
mode will
game?
also change as the story progresses. You'll unlock new missions with a variety of objectives.
Whoa,
including
wait a minute,
10
wait a
player
minute,
co-op,
wait a minute.
multitude
There's
of
boss
dinosaurs
battles
to fight,
and
and
missions?
more maps.
And maps?
The game will also feature an assortment of
Whoa.
unlockables and challenges.
What? You can unlock things and have
Modules
challenges.
Can be used to enhance
This is
exosuits
the
and
most
modify
game.
active skills. These modules can be
Wow,
obtained by
there's
fulfilling
so
certain
much
conditions while
of
you
a
play
video
the
game.
You can also personalize your appearance with a variety of cosmetics, such as exosuit skins, weapon
Wow,
skins,
cosmetics.
decals, and emotes. The game also features a special
And Fortnite.
player mission that changes weekly. Compete with squads from around the world for the fastest completion times, or by earning awards through achievements, like most damage blocked with a tank suit in battle. There are
I
many
cannot
ways to
fucking
enjoy
believe
the
we're
game,
spending
even after
time
completing the main story.
talking up that a game has online multiplayer
Took your
modes
feedback
and
into
also
consideration as well. In the
achievements.
full version of Exoprimal, we plan to implement a mode where victory is determined by completing missions as quickly as possible, instead of direct combat with other players. We hope you look forward to that. Now, let's go over all the new info we just saw in the video.
Please don't. Please don't. Please
Who
don't.
was that
Please
new
don't.
face at the beginning?
They're all new faces. This game didn't exist
Meet
before.
Dr. Signs, the developer of the exosuits, and the head of Anchor Division, IBS's elite research group based on Bikito
Oh no, they've all got irritable bowel syndrome?
The Stratovator, a space elevator that extends from the Anchor Division research facility into orbit, will also be a playable map. Incredible
Oh, it's a space elevator. They're mocking us that they won't give us Mega Man X9.
Clash atop this massive space elevator. Players will even encounter dangerous mutations of dinosaurs, known as neosaurs. The most deadly among them being the Neo T-Rex.
Wow.
You need to work together with your team. to
You can
stand
tell
a
they really
chance of
flex their
taking
creative
down.
muscles on these, huh?
Oh,
These
no.
names are
A
very
swarm of
creative.
Neo T-Rexes? What are Leviathan's true intentions? Wait, what's the deal with this new exosuit?
Oh my god. They're all new
While it may
exosuits.
look similar to Deadeye, this
I don't know what
exosuit
Deadeye
a
is.
variant called Deadeye Alpha Burst Fighter.
Okay,
Unlike the
I'll take your word
default
for
Deadeye,
it.
This variant comes equipped with a weapon that can burst fire or be used as a shotgun, allowing exofighters to change their style.
Wait,
of play.
no, a shotgun is a burst fire weapon.
Exosuit variants, including Deadeye
That's the
Alpha,
whole point of a
will be added in the
shotgun.
title update following the full version.
Oh, you mean burst like prap, 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 like.
At the end of the video, we revealed
Submachine
Savage
gun.
Gauntlet, a mode that lets you take on special 5-player missions that change weekly. In this mode, players can enjoy a change of pace from Dino Survival by competing against exofighters from all over the world for the fastest completion time.
Okay.
More info about exosuit variants and Savage Gauntlet will be revealed at the Xbox Games Showcase Extended. Be sure to tune in.
No, I'm good.
Last but not least, we're excited to announce that we'll be holding a second open beta test.
Oh, great.
This time, we're including additional story-related missions. 10
I love when
player
games
co-op
have
missions
seemingly
and other
years-long
adjustments based on
beta
everyone's
periods.
feedback. Check out the official website for dates and times. We hope you're all excited to try out this new content. Players will also receive a new reward for participating. Don't miss out.
Don't miss out on your doggy treats.
We'll continue to make adjustments to Exoprimal, leading up to the game's launch on July 14th.
Please come out so that we can not
Thank you
have
again for all the feedback.
to.
We look forward to seeing you in the second open beta test. That's all we have for you today.
That's a phrase that hurts my soul
See
a
you
little
in the
bit.
War Games. It's going to be a ton of fun.
Okay.
Next up is the last title we'll be showing off today.
Carl Orff called. He wants his music back.
Hi everyone, my name is Hideaki Itsuno, and I'm the director of Dragon's Dogma 2.
It's, you know.
It's been over a year since we celebrated 10 years of Dragon's Dogma.
We
and
did?
I can finally give you some more information about the new game. First, let's take a look at the trailer we revealed the other day.
If you insist. Oh, it's a Verizon ad. Gotcha. The connection is... Oh, Conviction. Looks like it says La Connexion. Ah, you're finally awake. Alright. Dragon's Dogma 11.
You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flame?
I certainly have.
You believe in your own destiny, Arisa.
Of course. That begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our
That sounds about right, Golix.
Nadinia's life is in your hands, Sir Arisen.
I cannot wait to play as Kimari. It's an interesting spelling of sovereign. Oh, okay. I was going to say, did the music just stop? What happened? Why did the sound just end? What was that all about? Ugh. Ooh, no. God damn. Dragon's Dogmother 2. Yeah, yeah, we didn't get anything Monster Hunter, did we?
What did you
That's
think?
legitimately surprising. Not even like a, hey, get ready for season 17 of the latest Pet Paw outfit pack.
Dragon's Dogma 2. Today I want to talk about two characteristics that Dragon's Dogma 2 will inherit from its predecessor.
That's an interesting way of
First,
phrasing it.
Dragon's Dogma 2 will be a single-player game, but with pawns at your side, it will feel like co-op. And second, gameplay will feature action.
It's a slightly
role-playing
demeaning
mechanics
term
set
to
in
use
an
for them.
open-world environment. In the Dragon's Dogma series,
Everybody's open
you
world.
embark on your adventures with pawns, otherworldly beings controlled by AI.
Otherworldly
Alongside
beings
the
controlled by
player-controlled
ChatGPT.
Arisen, you can embark on your journey with a main pawn that can be customized to your liking, as well as up to 2 additional support pawns you can borrow from other players.
I mean, to be fair, they also had they also talked about Street Fighter 6, which has been out for a couple weeks now. They definitely could have mentioned the Sunbreak updates as well.
In the midst of battle. They can also help guide you to new locations, or give you a high five following a successful battle. It really feels like playing in a party with other players.
Stab that
Dragon's Dogma 2
gorilla
is built with the
orc in the
RE
dick.
engine,
Ogre,
resulting in a
whatever.
dense world woven with high graphical
Everything's the
fidelity.
RE engine now.
You'll enjoy a world roughly 4 times the size of the original Dragon's Dogma, with more to experience than ever before.
All right.
The characters and monsters that populate the world are given life thanks to the power of AI. And players will feel like they've been reborn in this
You know,
vibrant
saying it
fantasy
once is like, okay, I mean, that makes sense. You'd use fuzzy algorithms and stuff to programmatically have them do stuff, but repeatedly saying AI is doing this, AI is doing this is like a little bit, yeah, a little bit suspicious.
We'll have much more to share in the future, but for now, I want to go over a few sections from the trailer that show.
We just did the trailer,
Dragon's Dogma 2.
and then you just went over sections from the trailer. We've already done that twice now. Warm that dick right up, baby. Yeah.
In addition to AI,
You've seen hand warmers, now it's time for
immersive
dick
physics
warmers.
brings pawns, monsters, and NPCs to life.
Shut up about the AI. Oh my god.
What would happen if you destroyed that bridge, or if you pulled that monster's leg?
That in his
What
leg.
other exciting possibilities can you think of? Meet 2 characters pivotal to the story that also appear in the game's key
I mean, not to like take away from, not to steal their thunder here, but we've had like dismemberment as a thing in games before, where it does impact gameplay and monster and behavior and stuff. That's been a thing before.
Are sure to keep you on your toes. During your adventure, You will come across familiar monsters from the previous game, as well as new monsters, such as Medusa. You can look forward to new player vocations and many new experiences.
Boy, they love this little
unique to
fucking ice
Dragon's
bridge, huh?
Dogma 2. Please stay tuned for more information.
Okay.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
We're just gonna watch the trailer again. Okay.
Dragon's Dogma 2 will be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and Steam. And now, a quick look at the Capcom 40th Anniversary Sale.
Oh, goody.
Kicking things off, we have well-known titles, such as Dragon's Dogma and the Ace Attorney series. Don't miss this opportunity to pick up a few of Capcom's most influential hits at some great prices.
Boy.
To celebrate, we're also offering a limited-time bundle of some of Capcom's major titles on Steam.
Oh, they're calling Mega Man a major title? That's nice.
That wraps up today's Capcom Showcase. Thank you for watching. We're always working on new games and updates, and we hope you're as excited as we are for Capcom's 40th anniversary. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Capcom Showcase post-show.
No, I'm good. Thank you. Not like so to be fair, it's not like I'm like they didn't say Mega Man, so I'm mad. Like no, that's not. I would have loved if they did have some Mega Man stuff, but like yeah, right. We got yeah, like what 5 games that we actually talked about. One of which was already out, one of which is also already out and is going offline. 2 of them I think we've already had trailers for. Were any of those like completely new? Ghost Trick was something that was already known about for a while now. Dragon's Dogma 2 also. Was there any actual new thing? Oh, that's right. Yes, Apollo Justice Trilogy. Which, like, cool. But, like, yeah. You know, if E3 doesn't exist anymore, you don't have to put out a showcase just because you feel like you need to during the summertime. If you don't have stuff to show off and announce, you don't have to make a big showcase thing for it. It's okay to just not. And like when you do have a bunch of like really new stuff, then you can like put out a thing kind of together there. Oh boy. Wow. Yeah, so we got the Apollo Justice trilogy. We do have the official announcement for Rockman X Dive offline, which is nice that it seems like it will continue on like in the offline form. But like yeah. that was what 40 minutes of not even. It was like 35 minutes of a lot of stuff we mostly already knew before. So that's kind of a bummer. I don't have a lot to say because they didn't give us a lot to respond to. At this point now, so I haven't watched the Sony or Microsoft showcases yet. I've heard they have some good stuff in there, and most of the things from the Sony one I'm aware of at this point. But did the Ubisoft one happen yet? I think that's also today. I know there's another Xbox showcase happening too. It's for more indie stuff. I am at this point basically just holding out hope for like a good Nintendo Direct sometime later in the summer. Oh, Sega hasn't had anything yet though. They've had plenty of like rolling announcements over the last couple months anyway. They don't even need one right now. Ubisoft was earlier today. Okay, cool. Sega or Sonic Team especially used to announce stuff at South by Southwest. They don't really do that anymore, but at least there's some good new content there between Sonic Origins Plus and Sonic Frontiers DLC Wave 2 and Sonic Superstars. They just had the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. All of those things going on. The Knuckles show is in its development stages and all of that. All of those things are good. So yeah, I don't know. This was kind of a bit of a whatever. I don't know. I feel bad kind of dunking on it, but it's just like didn't really feel like there was a lot to talk about there. Oh yeah, the Yakuza and Persona 3 Reload and that as well. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like honestly, those three things by themselves were more of an announcement than Capcom just did with 35 minutes of our time. So I don't know. Sega could have definitely done their own showcase thing, but that's okay. It's a good year for games just in general. So I guess Capcom can take the year off from doing interesting things. And maybe next year. We're getting worryingly close. I should point out. Let me check something real quick here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're not quite there yet, but I misremembered what year it came out. So, Mega Man 10 was early 2010. Mega Man 11 was late 2018. It's now been 5 years since that. We are starting to reach a point of worrying approximation of the exact same length of drought for an actual Mega Man game that we had in the lead up to 11. So that's getting to be kind of a bummer, especially with 11 being such a hit and the Battle Network Legacy Collection being such a hit and Rockman and Mega Man X Dive also being surprisingly popular. I don't know. It's bumming me out. And like, I get that games take time and they take more time than they used to and all of these things, but by the same token, it's just like, where the hell is that in here? There we go. Oh, it doesn't even have its own page. Oh God. Yeah, I don't know. It would be nice if, yeah, I forgot that they put out. Oh, that's so embarrassing. So Mega Man, the X series in particular, they did X1 through 4, Extreme, X5, Extreme 2, X6, X7, Command Mission, and then Mega Man X8, all in pretty close proximity. That's 8, 9, 10, 11 games in 11 years. Or 12 years, I guess, depending on how you count it. But regardless, all those. And then they did Maverick Hunter X the year after that, January 2006. So they were like putting out a new game, essentially, every year for that whole process. And then the same year, the same month they put out Mega Man Maverick Hunter X, they put out Mega Man X Collection. And then 12 years later, put out Mega Man X Legacy Collection before finally doing Mega Man X Dive. It's really unfortunate that aside from the mobile kind of sort of new game situation going on there with Dive, the two most recent X games are almost identical collections. Like, granted, the Legacy Collection has more. It's got X7, X8. It does not have Battle and Chase, but it does have the like double fight mode or whatever. But two compilations back to back as releases with a 12-year gap in between them is like, oh guys, please stop trying to package them up and just make a new ass game. I don't know. But yeah, so that's the thing. Mega Man 11 was a hit relative to Mega Man standards for sure. It's the highest grossing best selling Mega Man game of all time, which granted was not a high bar to reach. Only 1.5 million was Mega Man 2 for 35 years. and then Mega Man 11 just beat that like a year ago. But I don't know. The benefit of Mega Man games is, yeah, you can reuse the engine and make a new game in like a year and change instead of having to spend like 6 years making and crafting a thing. So like across all of those years, you're selling about as many units. It's definitely, I don't know. They're not gonna package Legends. I don't see them touching unless they actually try to do a Legends 3. They could maybe do Legends 2, and Tron Bonne. But I feel like they are well aware that doing a Legacy Collection, a Legends Legacy Collection, would have people asking immediately, so where's Legends 3? Star Force they could get away with a Legacy Collection of, except that they would have to figure out how to properly render the DS screens, which would be an issue. Granted, they did do ZX Advent as part of that collection. So I don't know. I feel like Legends and Star Force in particular are the most dangerous, I guess, for them to do legacy collections of, because both Legends and Star Force have had pretty high profile cancellations at this point. Legends 3, it was extremely public. Star Force 4 was not public, but it was like we found out about it, years later that they were working on a Star Force 4. They canned. So like, I don't know. It's a bummer that Mega Man is once again just kind of kicked to the curb. It really does feel like it. Since 2010, the only new titles that we've gotten are Mega Man 11, which was awesome in late 2018, 8.5 years later, and we got Mega Man X Dive, a mobile title originally. Now it's more than just mobile, but a mobile title that's kind of like if you played Super Mario Maker but didn't have a custom map designer, which ironically is something that Mega Man Powered Up actually did have. Yeah, so I don't know. There's other stuff that would have been. Oh, Red Ash is like a huge. Red Ash, I'm moderately convinced. I'm still convinced to this day, years later, that Red Ash was a mostly failed. I don't know if there's a good word for it, because the first one that I reached for is embezzlement, which is not accurate, but I'm relatively sure. I remain convinced, based off the evidence of how things went down in the timeline of events, that they did a Kickstarter for Red Ash so that they had more money to finish Mighty Number 9, and then they, in the hopes that Mighty Number 9 was going to sell like hotcakes and make that money back so that they could then put that into Red Ash, and then it didn't, and it dried up, and Concept merged with Level 5, never to be heard of again. That's basically what it looks like. And Keiji Inafune got in with NFT fucking weirdos and like has basically just embarrassed the shit out of himself at this point. I don't know. That whole situation is so fucking weird. I don't know. Mega Man's in a really weird state. And what makes it sadder is that we're in an era of revivals. So many major franchises are in the middle of really huge revivals. Resident Evil is obviously in the midst of a golden era, at least as good as its own heyday. Sonic is finally on the upswing in like a real serious way. We got Sonic Mania, and then things kind of stayed muted for a while, but this year things have started kicking back up again. Yuji Naka is the one going to prison for insider trading, I believe. 2 counts. Mario felt like Mario got the juice back in him with Odyssey. Zelda, obviously, between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, is like going through a whole new renaissance. Oh yeah, no, it is over. It ended about 15 minutes ago. We've been hanging out. Like Kirby had Forgotten Land, which was a big deal for it too. All of these franchises have having huge revivals, and Mega Man got one real game and then went right back into the pit. So I don't know. I was really hoping when Mega Man 11 came out, with how well it seemed to go, that it was going to be the start of a new era of Mega Man titles. And it really isn't working out that way. And I don't know. Like, in Mega Man's defense, the 2010s were, like, really not kind to a lot of mascot characters. I think, Crash Bandicoot also fucking disappeared for, like, 12 years, too, mostly through the 2010s. Mario seemed to, like, revert in a lot of ways. Because we got, like, the Galaxy games, and then it was, like, all handheld, and, like, I guess the 3D World was around then, too, so that's maybe not super fair, but I don't know. I just want Mega Man to come back. I feel bad that Mega Man continues to just be buried, and Capcom just steps over it to make new stuff. Let's see. I'm also curious. Wow, holy shit. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, first released in Japan in 2001, released on the DS in the US in 2005. They have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games. From the U.S. side of things, that's 11 games over 12 years. They still, from 2005 to 2017, they put out a new game almost every single year. Now, it's been a couple years since then, but, like, even there, they were, like, churning that stuff out. Granted, it's easier to make a point-and-click adventure than it is to make a full-on action game, but even aside from that, it's just like, I don't know. Don't know. Oh, yeah, there was also Mega Man XZ Time Rift. Another one that was supposed to be... coming out in... Oh, man, what is... I don't even know what this game is. Interesting. Yeah, they were working on another Mega Man game in 2020, 2021-ish, and it got canceled because their Devil May Cry game underperformed like crazy. Yeah, I mean, that's the sad part, is that Mega Man, thus far, is not a high-profile Capcom game. The best-selling game they've ever released is Mega Man 11, and before that was Mega Man 2. So for 35 years... the franchise could not outdo their second game over the course of like 70 or 80 titles. There's a Devil May Cry game called Devil May Cry Pillar of Combat. It may have been a Chinese-only release. And it performed so badly that Rockman XZ Time Rift got altogether canceled. Let's see. Battle Network collection sales. It has sold over 1 million copies as of the end of April, so it's been another, 7 weeks since then. Wait, that can't be right. Okay, now I'm confused. Yeah, it's over 1 million so far, which definitely puts it pretty far up there, and that was as of late April. Oh, they're counting. Oh God, are they really multiplying it by? They can't possibly be multiplying it by 10. Oh, man. Let's see. Let's see if I can find something real quick here. VG charts, help me out here. I love that this website has by and large not changed its general like style and layout in the entire time that it's existed. Oh, good. They don't have any info. That's good. Oh, Volume 1 and Volume 2. I mean, they are separate titles, is the thing, and you can just buy them together. It is what it is. But I mean, VG Charts, their big thing is their big issue has always been that they're very slow to update their stuff, unfortunately. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I hope that we get another Mega Man sometime. If nothing else, the fact that the first game they put out in 8.5 years became the best selling of the franchise should at least give them some incentive for attempting a second one, but I don't know. We'll see. This showcase was kind of a big bummer. There was so little new stuff shown off. Apollo Justice Legacy Collection. Apollo Justice Trilogy is nice and all, but that's all we got there. So I don't know. Sound off in the comments. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.